Hello and welcome back to our FM24 save with the Luton Town Hatters. Not usually gonna say the full club name, but like the nickname at least. We had a up and down preseason. Most disappointing was losing to PSV and drawing to Wrexham, although the loss to PSV and Man United could be deemed expected. We destroyed Peterborough, Groningen, Greensburg, Dulwich and Aylesbury, as we should. Um, we're gonna face Wolves and Nottingham Forest in this episode, and then potentially skip forward to past the Plymouth game. Maybe do the me. I don't think first season we're gonna do deadline day, just because I don't expect to make any signings. But yeah, we are going to have to deal with some injuries. Obviously, Osho, Clark, and Potts were injured to start the season, but or to start the save, but Ross Barkley is now officially out with a torn hamstring for 2 to 3 months. He got it in training yesterday. Just annoying, just truly annoying. Yeah, this is gonna be the team for the first game. It's gonna be Kaminsky. I'll show you the actual tactic. It's a work in progress still. We get Kaminsky in goal, Ashioka, Mengi, Anderson, Amari Bell in defense. Sambi Lakonga, Tahith Chong, Marvelous Nakamba, Chidoze Egbene, Carlton Morris, and Elijah Adebayo in the midfield and attack. Um, Set pieces are all my own. I'm gonna set this up. No numbers need to be fixed. I think I'm gonna keep messing with this tactic, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. You might actually just be like a wide target forward and attack. Might be your role, which I'm cool with. Yeah, this is gonna be the end. This is gonna be the beginning of the season, beginning of the save. We're going to get our first game started versus Wolves at home. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Okay, I'm going to start in 3D. Looks like I have high enough frames. So we're gonna go key highlights. We're gonna go TV. Zoom it in pretty hard, and then TV as well. This works for me. Cool. So this highlight's unlikely to be anything. So I'm probably not even gonna commentate it. And it's not nothing, but it shouldn't result in a goal. So okay, Morris. It looks like this is gonna continue. Sambi Lakonga passes to Joel Gomez, which is not ideal because he's wearing yellow and not orange. Pedro Neto through on goal, and we concede within the first minute. That's less than ideal. I am not happy about that at all. We're gonna drop this. We're not gonna drop off more, but we are gonna get stuck in and press much more often now that we're down by one. And Chidoze Egbene's injured within the second minute, so this is just going incredibly so far. You're gonna move to inverted winger on attack, and then Ellie Roddick and Pons who's gonna come in there. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That's a bad start to the save. Conceding within the first minute, just typical. Just truly impressive stuff by me out here. Truly impressive. We almost concede again in the first half, inside 22 minutes. As Joel Gomez goes close. I would like to press you more. I do have some I do have some instructions set up, like opposition instructions. We get a throw in. Sambi Lakonga, Carlton Morris, Heath Chong, goal. Crossbar. Oh no. I do have some opposition instructions set up, mainly just like funneling the ball out wide and then like pressing a central striker, a central defender, a central attacking midfielder, etc., etc. But we're gonna go into halftime down by 1. So it's going to be Jacob Brown coming in, and then also Luke Berry coming in. You two are gonna swap. Jacob Brown on the left wing, Luke Berry in central midfield. So hopefully that'll help us in general. Pellegrino Campanzu, Amari Bell going down the left hand side. Have a cross, maybe, or pass it into Mpanzu. He'll have a cross. Tahith Chong is someone was offsides there. I don't know. They didn't score. That's all that matters. Yeah. So we still have time. I'm not too worried. They've only had 3 shots, only 2 on target. The problem is that their first one went in within a minute. I think Townsend's gonna come in there. Then I would also like Doughty to come in there. Doughty, you're gonna move to a complete wingback on attack. You're gonna move to a complete wingback on attack. Move to a Regista. Forward and attack. Cool. We're gonna keep that going. Hopefully just score at some point in this game because we're destroying them. In terms of shots, possession, shots on target, we're doubling everything. And it looks like we are going to drop this one 1-0 despite dominating the game. We've seen multiple highlights for us, but potentially a goal here. Another highlight starting from a throw-in. And Ponzu, Berry, we shoot from range, hit the post again. That's less than ideal. So we're going to start the season with a loss. Far from pleased. That's not good. But yeah, that's a very unfortunate start to the season. Just like Benny's out with a hamstring strain for 4 to 6 weeks. That stinks. Like bad. You two are gonna swap. Who's got better crossing? You do. You're just gonna stay there. And Igbene will come out for probably James Shea. We'll just keep 2 goalkeepers on the bench. That's not a good start, but we'll hopefully get something else moving. Maybe this is what we do. Move Kabori into the starting lineup. That's what I think I'm going to move to. And then I'll be back for the game against Nottingham Forest as well. I'm going to try it without the opposition instructions. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Even though we did perform pretty well in that game, I just still think something needs to change. Okay, well, we've had another few injuries. Obviously, Chidozie Bene, we knew he was going to be out for a couple weeks, but Jacob Brown got injured in training leading up to this game, which stinks because I was hoping that he was going to be our actual like replacement for Chidozie Bene. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. We're going to have to bring in Andros Townsend and play him as an inverted winger. So here's what the tactic's looking like now. We're not going to go with any opposition instructions. So we're just going to hope that this is good enough to beat Nottingham Forest, who lost their first game of the season. And we're just going to hope and pray. So this is going to be an interesting match. They have a throw in deep in our half. They're going to get a cross in penalty. It's a penalty. I knew that was happening. As soon as I saw the throw in, I was like, oh, this is either going to be a goal or it's going to be a penalty. Which it is. I encourage Thomas Kaminsky, so he's going to have green little mentality thing. But he can't save the penalty from Gonzalo Montiel. Unfortunate to go down within the first 10 minutes again. The first highlight we see is yet again a goal against us. But what can you do? What can you do? We are, at the end of the day, Luton Town, so. Not that. Gonna up our mentality and intensity. Hoping that something can happen. Oh my god, what is that? What was that cross? That was brilliant. But yeah, just gonna keep encouraging the boys. I don't think Hugo Chong have a cross. Adebayo. They head away, but Sambi Lakonga can get another one in. Passes to Kabore is short, and it goes all the way back to Bell for some reason. Chong, you can cross low if you want to. Adebayo has it. Neither of them are offsides. We'll take that. We will take that as our first goal of the save happens. Amari Bell, long ball, or kind of through ball to Heath Chong. He can drive a low cross in. Adebayo beats the goalkeeper to the ball. 1-1. We have a chance. Let me cancel that because I just shouted encourage just in case we score. Which Nuno Tavares just passed it to Tenenmengi. Mari Townsend, we could potentially play a through ball to the right back. No, it's just back to Townsend. Low cross to Adebayo. 2-1. Adebayo with his second goal. An assist from another... From an old head, really. It's an Unk connection. It's a Marvelous Nakamba and Andros Townsend. It's an Unk to Unk connection. Adebayo with the goal. As we'll continue with this playing style because it seems like it's working. We'll continue the more aggressive style, hoping that we can hold on. We'll keep it on until about the 70th, 75th minute, at which we'll kind of pump the brakes a little bit. Adebayo presses, gets the ball back. Marvelous Nakamba to Amari Bell. He'll have a cross, potentially another low one. It is another low one. And Andros Townsend scores our third goal of the game. So a goal and an assist for Townsend. An assist for the left back now. And we are 3-1 up. Let me change this to like behind goal, I think. Oh no, this one to TV. This one to behind goal. That one looks better. Cool. We'll take that. 3-1 start to the game. We're gonna take out Mads Anderson because I'm a little scared of him getting another yellow, and then we'll bring in Daiki Hashioka because Iskabor is not playing too hot. Cross from the corner for Divock Origi, heads just wide. We're gonna keep, like I said, we're gonna keep this going until about the 70th, 75th minute, and then we're gonna kind of scale back to a more defensive playing style. Not defensive, but a more reserved. A praise, and then once this praise wears off, we'll go back to the more defensive style. And it looks like we're gonna go at the 74th minute. We'll keep it going, but we're gonna drop back to positive. You're gonna move back to a deep lying playmaker on support. Back to support. You're gonna be pressing forward on support. Fullback. Fullback. Pele Redick who's gonna come in for Heath Chong. And then you two are gonna swap. You two are gonna swap. Ollie Woodrow's gonna come in for Elijah Adebayo because he's tired, and then Alfie Doughty will come in for Carlton Morris. Cool. So we're gonna praise one more time. And then should see us through the end of the game. Unless they can score like 3 goals. We should at least get a victory in this one. 3-1 it looks like. We'll take that. And I'm only at 14 minutes, so I think I might go to the next game as well. We'll play Burnley. And sweet spot for these videos is usually about 20 to 25 minutes, so we'll go through to Burnley. I'm going to create like a more defensive version of this, but I think we're going to go with like this for the next one. Like a lot more. We're going to go low crosses as well. That worked last time. But yeah, this is going to be our main tactic. Maybe switch to wing back attack here, but then other than that, that's going to be the tactic. But yeah, I'll be back for the Burnley game at home. Injury bug in training continues to bite us as Nasambi Lakonga pulled his ankle ligaments, out for 3 weeks. There's 8 players injured. If you didn't know, he's unavailable for medical reasons. I wouldn't say he's injured, but he's unavailable. So that's 8 players unavailable, which means we have 5 outfield substitutes on the bench. 3 of them are defenders. Well, Alfie Doughty, you can kind of consider him a defender. He's more like a winger. Yeah, it's just not good. So this is the team for this match against Burnley. Kind of expecting them to sit back a little bit. I mean, obviously it's Vincent Kompany, so not fully sit back, and we're Luton Town. So that's probably not even true. We might be able to counter them in this one. We're gonna go with the more attacking version of the tactic. I completely forgot to make a more defending version. We're gonna have to do that in between this game and the next one, which is against Plymouth Argyle. But yeah, we'll see. We'll do it manually if we end up leading going into like the 70th, 75th minute. Thomas Kaminsky with the ball deep in our own half. He's gonna play it forward for Carlton Morris. He loses the header. Just Brownhill with the ball. Sanderberga over to Josh Cullen. Could play a through ball here, but he loses the ball to Heath Chong. Andres Townsend loses the ball. I mean, it's bad football being played right here. We're like really bad. To Heath Chong shoots over. I actually can't believe he missed that. That's incredible. Actually a little inspirational. Vitinho with the throw in. I would like us to press a little bit harder here. Looks like we're just kind of letting them play through us. Jordan Byer. Delqua. Cullen. Don't like that. Show. We'll probably cross. No, Kabore cuts it out. Ted and Mengi. Can play it back down the right wing if you want to. We do. Chong to Townsend. Would have liked to see him go to Kabore there, but that's pass worked. Just got us in a little bit of trouble. And Ponzu played on the left. Nice. Not nice. Definitely not nice. I would say the least nice I've ever seen, actually. But we managed to survive there. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Give me a highlight. Any highlight. Come on, boys. Let's get some football played. They do have double inverted wingbacks, so I think I'm gonna like type mark them. It's usually what works for me with inverted wingbacks. I'm gonna berate the team because they certainly have not been good enough. And then I'm going to not do anything there. That works. They brought in Benson. They hit it long. Adebayo should win that. He doesn't, but we get the ball anyways. Amari Bell loses the ball to Sanderberga. But he gains the ball back after a bad pass to Josh Brownhill. He should cross here. No, he doesn't, but Carlton Morris does, and we hit the post. That's 3 posts in 3 games. We skipped the post bug last game, but this one it seems to be biting us back again. Corner for Andros Townsend. Adebayo rises highest, and he heads just over the bar. Benson loses the header to Nakamba. Not often you'll see him win a header, but that's fine. We'll take it. Jordan Byer. As you can see, we're pressing these, or we're marking these wingbacks very aggressively. Mduni, Kolyosho. Taylor, get on him. Lokwa. Vitinho. That's the inverted wingback right there. Nice. We cut it out. Anderson played to the left wing. Through. That works. Back to him, and then we could potentially get Nakamba or Chong in here. Nice. Chong. Townsend. Kabori can run down to the byline here if you would like, and then cross it into Adebayo with the goal. We will take that, and we do take a 1-0 lead in this one. A very nice goal. Townsend watches the overlap. Kabori with the cross. And Adebayo scores. I need to turn my mic down a little bit. Hold on. That should be a little bit better now. Okay. Bilqua. Cullen. Ooh, Mengi with the tackle. That was a pretty hard tackle, but we'll probably get stuck in off, drop that back just in case they do try and play over the top, which I don't think they will. And then Mengi, Kabore, very bad pass, but we maintain possession. Mengi can play to the right winger, and that's Townsend. Through ball to Adebayo does not come off. But we should, and we don't get the ball back. Sanderberga, much bigger than who would have been Peliretta and Ponzu right there. Coutinho with the long shot. Saved very unconfidently by Thomas Kaminsky. And we're going to keep it at attacking until probably the 78th, 80th minute because we are destroying them. I would like to see us score another goal here. To Heath Chong. Goes very close. We'll praise, and then when this praise wears off, we'll drop back. Ooh, they didn't like the praise, so we're going to do it now. No, I'm going to copy this. This will be YouTube defend. Will work. We'll drop these guys back to 5 midfielders on support. He'll drop back to deep lying forward, or deep lying playmaker. He'll do this. He'll do this. He'll do this. Cool, so we'll do that. Morris gonna come out for Dowdy. You're gonna come out for you. Woodrow will come in here. Ashioka will come in there. And that works for me. Cool. And then we'll drop this back to balanced. Gonna be this. 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 Cool. That works for me. Oh, win that. Great. Great. Oh, he's offsides, thank God. I don't know if I want to tell him to focus. I'm going to tell him to focus. Chong with the... Oh, that was really close. Hopefully the focus works. It doesn't. Awesome. But we should come out of this one 1-0 victors. And we do after dominating them. I'll say we weren't at our best, but honestly, we were. But we'll take that in 6th place after match day 3, although some teams have not played yet. But we will absolutely take that. Match day 3, we're in 6th place. I should have remembered that. I just said it. But yeah, we're going to be probably resting some players because we will probably have to go with the same exact lineup next game. But Hakioka, Burke, Dowdy, Barry, and Woodrow will be coming in, as well as Tim Krul. No, we're going to keep Tim Krul out, I think. We're going to keep Kaminsky in this game. Yeah, that should be... Oh, I also wanted to go over staff. We did hire a bunch of new staff. I didn't, fire anyone. So this is just all new staff. I didn't fire anyone, so that's just hirings. At the end of the season, we'll probably go through and fire a bunch of people. Also, transfers, we loaned about 17 players out, which is nice. Save a bunch of money with Elliot Thorpe and Fred Onyedem as loan, which should give us enough money to loan someone in if we wanted to, but it would have to be from outside of England, which I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find someone good enough. Ronnie Lopez was my thought, but I don't know. I've had him in my teams before. He's never been elite. I think Ibrahima Kone would be interesting. That's really cheap. We only have 2 players on loan, so we can afford to bring in 3 more players, I believe. I mean, there's players we could bring in, but I'm not sure how valuable they would be to us. Askildson would not be that good. I forgot he's not that good in this game. He seems like that name should just inspire confidence, but it doesn't. So I'm going to offer contracts to some guys off screen. We'll see if they come in, if they end up being really good players for us, or if they just end up being backups. But I'm going to offer 3 loan deals to some players, optional future fees with all of them, and we'll see. So I'm going to actually go off screen. We're going to keep the video going. We'll skip past this Plymouth deal, or Plymouth game. I'll just show the end result, and then hopefully some players will come in before deadline day, where we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'll be back. We end up winning a pretty cagey game, 3-1, against Plymouth with Townsend, Chong, and Chong scoring the goals. I should have said Townsend with 1, Chong with 2. Whatever. But yeah, we're gonna go into the deadline day period now. Go through, keep it going. Was that an injury? Did I see an injury there? Peliretta Compounds was injured for 3 weeks. Awesome. So you're going to be coming out. Chidoze Bene is going to be coming in. Ogbene will probably be staying on the bench, I assume. As you guys stay there, you guys are all going to rest for a day. Cool. But yeah, hopefully we can get some signing in. At least 1 or 2 signings I would like for a loan, just because I kind of need some quality to keep this team up. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it would be very nice if we could get something, especially a striker. I feel like a striker and like a backup midfielder, maybe an attacking winger, like maybe an attacking midfielder slash winger, which would be nice. But whatever, we'll find out what we get. We'll get what we get, and we won't be upset. Let's see. Loan list notification for Blessa. Not interested in him. Excuse me. You heard that. Yeah, not gonna answer the deadline day stuff. EFL third cup round. EFL Cup third round. We get Burton Albion at home. That's a pretty good draw. I'll take that. Better than getting like City or United or Chelsea, Liverpool even. Keep it going. Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully, we can get a good signing or 2 in on deadline day, because we have 5 loan offers out right now. I'll let you know that right now. I'm not going to be bringing all 5 players in. There's a couple in for some midfielders, two for midfielders, 1 for a winger, and 2 for 2 strikers. We'll see. We'll see. Excuse me, I yawned. Yeah, it's been a long day. Blessa, not interested in him. Yes, we will take part in deadline day. I mean, Forest would be awesome to bring in. Mario Borrow, maybe not. Yeah, that's probably the only one I'm actually interested in. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oscar Pereira moves to Arsenal. That actually seems like a really good deal. What do you want for him? 131 million, but you also want a crap ton of his wages, which I'm not willing to do. I don't believe Forrest is going to come to us, but it would be nice. It would be very nice. It would be very, very nice. Luka Jovic looks like he's going on loan to Newcastle. Yeah, we'll see. Loanless notification for Potocznik. Not interested in him. He'll probably be going to Reims. Okay, so we have 2 accepted. We have Samuele Mulatieri, who I have managed before in this game, so I know what he'll look like. We have. I know I need a midfielder. So I'm gonna. I also really want a winger though. I'm gonna accept both of these guys, and then cancel for Desond, Ferris. That'll be it. So both of those guys are gonna come in, and then Reader joins. Cool. Cool. And then Reader joins. We'll see how those 3 look in a second once I get to registration. We're going to unregister Jordan Clark and Dan Potts, and then we will register Fabian Reeder, Thiago Govia, and Samuele Militieri. And then let's see how they look. So we got Samuele Militieri, very solid striker. I knew this was how he looked. He has a option for 8 million, which I doubt will bring in a lot of money. Thiago Govea, we have an option for 10.5, and they want us to play him as an inside forward, which is perfect because that's where we're going to play anyways. So you're going to come in there. Then Fabian Reida, they don't want him to play as anything specific, but he's a very solid like playmaking midfielder. So I assume he's going to stay there. You're going to come in there, and then you're going to move there. There and there. That's probably what we're gonna do. No, yeah, that works. That works for me. Cool. Nice. So that's gonna be the team for the next one. I think didn't mean to do that. Militieri, do you want either of you learn like left wing? Like, or right wing? I mean, could you learn like? No, you play with back to goal. I don't want you to do that. I would like you to be a little bit more like available to play other positions. Same thing with you. I think I might move you there, which works for me. And you'll be moving to like an inside forward and attack. That looks good to me though. That looks good to me. I'm gonna move you. That works for me. So yeah, that's decent deadline day. Lindstrom, let's see, how many loan players can we have? Oh, should you just like control F and look for loans? 4 domestic base in a season, 2 domestic base at one time. Okay, maximum of 7 foreign base players over the age of 22 allowed on loan. So we could potentially bring in Lindstrom. We could bring in Lindstrom if he accepts. If he accepts, I'd be cool with bringing him in. But I would also like to bring in like a center back or like a right back. Like if we ask for like a loan left back, Mads Anderson, Sonny Kamara, Bolgenbach. You want for that? You want money? You want money? You want money? Okay, what about a right back? Guga's loan listed. You want that? I'll submit that, but I doubt I'm gonna do it. I want that, I'm not gonna do that. Kevin Dykes. Not gonna do. And then center backs. Borno would be very nice to bring in. Optional future fee. Okay, I think I'm gonna offer Borno and hope he comes in. Because he would be a very nice center back to have. And he's not costing not costing us anything but wages. And Borno comes in. Cool. Get rid of Lindstrom. Borno comes in. Now we can unregister you and register you. And you will end up being one of our 2 center backs. Mads Anderson's going to move to the bench. Burke's going to move out of the bench. Borno's going to move in there. You're going to move in there. Cool. That's going to be it for the deadline. That's going to be for this episode. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.